Hi everybody, my name is Miss Becky. I work at the Stratton Library and I'm going to read a story for you today. Today I am reading a book called I'm Not Reading by Jonathan Allen. Baby Owl sat down with Owlie under a tree in the field by the farm. He had his favorite book with him. "Sit quietly, Owlie," said Baby Owl, "and I will read to you." Baby Owl had just opened his book when along came Tiny Chick. "You're reading a story, Baby Owl," cried Tiny Chick. "May I listen too?" "All right," said Baby Owl, "but I'm not reading unless you sit quietly like Owlie." "I will," said Tiny Chick. Before Baby Owl could begin, along came Tiny Chick's two brothers and two sisters. "Baby Owl's reading a story," they cried. "Hooray!" And they jumped onto Baby Owl's lap. "Hold on a minute," protested Baby Owl. "I'm not reading unless you all sit quietly like Owlie and Tiny Chick." "We will," said Tiny Chick's brothers and sisters. Baby Owl had just reached around them to open the book when along came Tiny Chick's 7 cousins. "Baby Owl's reading a story," they cried. "Hooray!" And they all piled onto Baby Owl's lap. "Wait a minute," shouted Baby Owl. "I'm not reading unless you all get off." "Wah!" he cried, but the chicks didn't hear him. They were too busy pushing and shoving. Just then, along came Tiny Chick's school friends and their brothers and sisters and cousins. "What are you all doing?" they cried. "Baby Owl's reading a story," shouted Tiny Chick. "Really?" asked one of the chicks. "Where is Baby Owl?" "I'm here," said Baby Owl in a muffled voice, "and I'm not reading. I'm being squashed. Help!" Then along came Baby Owl's dad. "Poor Baby Owl," he said, lifting him up gently. "What on earth are you doing under there?" "I was reading to Owlie, then Tiny Chick came along, then his brothers and sisters and cousins, and then everyone else came too. And they all wanted me to read to them, and they all sat on my lap and I got squashed. It's not fair," said Baby Owl. Along came Tiny Chick's mom. "Oh dear," she said. "I think Tiny and his friends are a little bit overexcited. They do so love being read to." "Well," said Baby Owl's dad, "perhaps Baby Owl will read to them if they promise not to squash him." "Yes, we promise," said Tiny Chick. "Please read to us, Baby Owl." "All right," said Baby Owl. "Hooray!" cried all the chicks, and they jumped onto Baby Owl's dad and Tiny Chick's mom. Baby Owl laughed. Then he opened his book and read them all a story. Later, Dad took Baby Owl home and tucked him into his warm, cozy bed. "Shall I read you a story, Baby Owl?" asked Dad. But Baby Owl was already falling asleep. "Good night, Baby Owl," whispered Dad. "Good night, Dad," mumbled Baby Owl. "Good night, Owlie." The end. I hope you liked that story. I am so glad you tuned in to listen, and I hope to see you guys sometime soon. Have a great day. Bye.